Hello. This is the Week 7 summary of my 5-year journey. In this video, I'm reflecting on how this week went, what goals I set, what I completed, what I failed to do, and what I will change from next week onward. I record videos daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. Every day has one goal. Every week has 3 goals. Every month has 3 goals. And every year has 3 goals. Honestly, there hasn't been a single week yet where I completed all 3 weekly goals. This week was no different. Week 7 ran from December 18th, 2025 to December 24th, 2025. Now, let me talk about the goals I set for this week. The first goal was to complete at least 6 MITs, most important tasks. I give myself 1 MIT every day, with the idea to complete at least 6 out of 7 days. But I only completed MITs on 2 days. The main reason was setting unrealistic MITs, tasks that required 4 or 5 hours, even when I knew I didn't have that much time. So from now on, I will set doable MITs. Not easy tasks that take 2 minutes, but realistic tasks that require effort and can be completed within 30 to 90 minutes. Tasks that don't feel impossible before starting. The second goal was to build a job portfolio. I failed completely. I didn't even start. The third goal was related to updating my resume and improving my job profile. That also did not happen. So none of the 3 main goals were completed this week. Now let me talk about what actually happened. This week, I tracked my habits daily. Wake-up times, meditation, yoga, exercises, workouts, study hours. The overall consistency was low. Meditation and yoga were done only for a minute on some days. Workout happened only once or twice. MIT completion rate was below 30%. However, there was one important positive: study time. This week, I studied for a total of 13 hours and 13 minutes. That might sound small, but for me, this is the highest study time I've had in a very long time. It felt great. Now let me share my 3 biggest wins of this week. First, I studied consistently. Even if the hours were limited, the intent was real. Second, I started a new job. The income is modest, but it is a start. Third, I became more confident socially. At work, I spoke to everyone, didn't isolate myself, and didn't stay silent. That small confidence matters. Now, my 3 biggest setbacks. First, I use Twitter and Reddit far more than I should have, some days up to 1 or 2 hours. That stops from this week. Second, I could have studied more. I had the time, but I wasted it. Third, I ignore my health. No proper workouts, yoga, or meditation. That cannot continue. Now an important realization. In terms of income goals, I'm still very far away. But this week taught me something valuable. When I work hard, I actually enjoy it. During study sessions of 2 or 3 hours, I didn't feel bored. I felt engaged and focused. That tells me something important about myself. I am not lazy. I am just undisciplined. And discipline can be built. Now let me talk about distractions. The main distractions were social media, especially Twitter. Over this week, I probably wasted 5 to 7 hours there. That ends now. What inspired me this week was seeing people around me working extremely hard for very little money, living away from their families, trying to build something better. That perspective matters. Now the goals for the coming week. First, complete at least 6 MITs. MITs are the foundation. Daily wins create weekly wins. Second, study for at least 20 hours. I already reached 13 hours this week. 20 is achievable if distractions are controlled. Third, do not use Twitter except for posting. Usage will be tracked and verified. These goals are clear, measurable, and realistic. This was the Week 7 summary of my 5-year journey. If you want to see the daily videos from this week, they are available separately. Thank you for listening. This is the Focus Guy.